Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today, bit of a different video from normal, so I'll get into it after this. Okay, so what is today's video? Well, Christmas is around the corner for most of you. It's not for me. It's not a holiday celebrated here. I am lucky enough to have a week off work, but yeah, it's all about Spring Festival, Chinese New Year, which is in February, so a bit longer for me. But what I thought I'd do is, I've been planning this in my head and it's Christmas gifts. So if you don't know what to buy someone, I've tried to find gifts which aren't maybe the normal thing, because the easy thing to buy someone who likes darts is a dartboard or a set of darts. Now, the problem I have recommending a set of darts is what I like will be different to someone else. So it's very difficult to get that right dart. And the second thing is dartboards. Now, I don't like the Tor. I like my board, the skipjack, but you can't buy that. I like a Blade 6, but I don't like the 180 G3. Everyone has their own preference, so I'm not actually going to recommend a dartboard or a set of darts in here, but there are some good options out there. So what's the first thing I'm going to recommend? Well, it'll be popping up on the screen, so hopefully now I'll be moving over into one of the corners. You might see me moving around. So I've got a list, and what I've tried to do is get the cheaper things at the beginning and then get more expensive at the end. So the first thing I've got is a Go Darts Pro subscription, which if you don't know what Go Darts Pro is, it's on my screen. I'm going to go through it. It's really weird talking to you and then playing on here. It's just loads of different games you can play, practice different areas. They're constantly updating it, adding new games. I believe there's over 100 games on it of different things. So you can practice doubles, you can practice trebles, there's scoring, there's ways to keep it challenging. There's a monthly game you can do on there so you can consistently assess yourself. It is a premium feature, so you do have to pay for it. I can't remember the exact prices, so hopefully it'll pop up on this window and show me. It might be, there you go, so it's in euros. So it's €6.95 or $69.95 for 1 year. I believe in pounds it'll be closer to about 55, maybe 60 quid for a year. I use it on and off. I don't use it consistently, but this is one of them things that's good to learn a few games. You can then go and do them in your own little way, and then you can come back to it, find a new game, and then go somewhere else. So the first one is Go Darts Pro. The second one, if I remember in the edit, I will splice some footage in, and it's DartsMind. Now, automatic scoring systems are all the age in darts, and I think DartsMind is the best value you can get. About a week ago, 10 days ago, I did a new video on how you can now use your phone and an additional camera or an additional phone or iPad. And I've always used a webcam, which I'm coming to later. So you could maybe get this little bundle. So yeah, Go Darts Pro it has more features than the Omni, in my opinion. It's really good. It's very fast. Errors, no problem with the errors. It's really easy to correct them. And there's maybe 15 different games already in there. And the beauty of DartsMind, it's $12.99 a month as of recording. I do think it'll go up a little bit in the future because they are adding new features, but 1 year for £12.99, that's a bargain, in my eyes anyway. Now, the next thing, so the third thing I've got on this list, you could actually link it to DartsMind. You can link it to Go Darts Pro and some of the other things, especially if you like online darts or the person you're buying for likes online darts. It's actually a webcam. So this is the webcam I use over here. It's not this exact model, but it's close enough, and it just shows you. So it's a very basic webcam, the one I have, and it's on a gooseneck on the wall, but you can buy something to help you with this. So if you don't have a gooseneck or you can't mount it on the wall, buy yourself, this is just a small one to show you the next item, a tripod. Now, if you're buying a tripod, I recommend you buy one which has much longer legs, maybe 30 centimeters. It makes it a bit more stable. And you want to try and get it about 1.8 meters tall for the simple reason, if it's much shorter, it'll be angled up at the board. So yeah, I find about 1.8 and you can shrink it to 1.6 is ideal. And It doesn't have to be super expensive as long as you can get the height extension, but I would recommend looking for one which has much bigger legs than this, because these are probably a little bit longer than my middle finger, and it's not very stable when you extend it that high. But yeah, a webcam and a tripod, you're good to go for online darts, and it can also double up for darts mine. So I think if you shop around, you could probably get all of that. Them, so the darts mine, the tripod and the web camera, I reckon you could do it all for less than 50 quid. And then you've got a tripod and a webcam to play online darts as and when you want. So yeah, that's next thing. Next thing, bit weird. You might see a few of them on the wall behind me. So the Windmill, the Sky Sports, the Auto Darts, they're 3D prints. I've got some more PDC ones on my board. They're pretty cheap. Those ones I actually bought all of them. Someone did send me some other ones, but yeah, they're ones I bought. And like for me, if you just go on Etsy.com, even go on eBay, you can find loads of different things that people are 3D printing. These are very popular over here, these holders for your darts, because you can just put your darts in them and have them on display. You can get a custom-made 3D printed dartboard, like a mini dock, instead of paying however much it costs for the actual Blade 6. You can get a 3D printed one. Probably wouldn't do that. These ones are good, so like you can holders, you put multiple darts in them and they have a nice arc. I got sent these ones a while ago, if you remember. So like I got a Luke Humphreys one, I got a littler one, I got a couple of others, and they also do like some much smaller ones. So there's a better picture of the darts holders. You can even get large darts, but be careful with the large darts because the people who do them have been getting in trouble recently for copyright. But yeah, just go onto Etsy.com, for example, and just search 3D darts or darts, and there's loads and loads of different things on there. Now, I think for me, that's like the lower end of the things you could buy. Getting a bit more expensive now, and these are a couple of things from Darts Corner. And the reason Darts Corner, it's just what pops up when you search on Google. There are other things out there. Now, this is something, the thing I'm going to show you now, it's not something I actually have. However, it would be something I would potentially buy in the future. It's a dartboard surround where you can customize it, you can put your name on it. If you've seen any of Matt Edgar's videos, he's got his, is it a dartboard I believe he's got? I beat Gary Anderson with a 170 checkout. You can do that to these surrounds. You can get dartboards as well, but yeah, these surrounds, like you can put names on them, you can put all sorts, you can put little touches, little colours on them. If you are going to buy one from Darts Corner, it does say up to 6 days to complete. So yeah, be aware of that. So time's running out if you're going to buy that one. The next thing from Darts Corner, they have cheaper options and more expensive options, and there are other ones out there. I've used the Q-Sol one in the past. I've had them from Caliban before. I know Red Dragon sometimes do them, so if you go on their website, they'll have them. Normally out of stock, the Red Dragon ones, because when they're live, they go really quickly. It's mystery boxes. Now, Darts Corner do them ranging from, having a look now, ranging from £40 and it'll contain £60 worth of items, and they have some for £100, which will have £150 worth of items. When you get in the more expensive ones, they generally come with a shirt where you have to select what size you want, and they'll also come with a set of darts where you have to select what weight you want. Sometimes you don't, but generally the options you get on mystery boxes are size of shirt, weight of dart. That's it. I enjoy mystery boxes. I think everyone does. And it's also one of them options where you can buy it, and if it goes wrong, you're not at fault for what's in the box because someone else has picked it for you. So yeah, and I do think they're good value, but it's when they start throwing things you don't use in there, you can lose a bit of value there. But yeah, if you get a nice set of darts, you might be lucky enough, you might get a few of the nice little things. They're good. The final thing I want to end with is, I'm using Daniel from Straight to the Point as my example because, you know, I do coaching with him. If you go on straight-to-the-point-darts.co.uk, you can see his prices, you can see his information, coaching sessions. I really do recommend them. I get a lot out of them. Daniel also does a throw analysis, so if you do buy that webcam, You can use it for a throw analysis and Daniel can help you. Now, if you do buy anything from Dan, I do recommend before you click buy on his website, email him, contact him, get in touch with him. If you do a throw analysis, he does say it's about 28 working days to get back in response. It's worth the wait. I believe when I got mine, I had to wait over 5 weeks because he was just so busy with everything. He does sometimes get up to 6 weeks. It wouldn't surprise me if he is over 6 weeks in December and January. But this is one of them things you can do. You get about a 20 to 25 minute video back with a complete analysis of your throw. He gives you comparisons. He gives you suggestions. He gives you things you should practice on, things like maybe players you should look at, and he'll highlight key things to help you. There are other companies or other people out there who do these. I've never used them. I don't know anybody who has. For me, I would only go to Daniel. I get along with him really well. And message him before you buy, and he can give you an update on the estimated time for a throw analysis and his coaching sessions. He might give you a different price as what's listed because, like I said, when he's busy, he has to supply and demand essentially. But yeah, contact him first, tell him what you want, and I'm sure he'll be more than happy to help you. So yeah, that's my list of things that I've got for you. I'm now panicking and hoping the screen record's working, but I didn't want to show you darts because there are some good ones out there at the cheap end. Like if you go on darts clearance on eBay, Red Dragon have bought out their 50th anniversary darts. Target bought out like I believe it's the Hydros, which I've got a set of somewhere. You can get a really nice set of darts for 30 quid. You can even get custom made darts, but when I got a quote for custom made darts, there is a company called Custom Made Darts. I'm not talking directly about them. I'm just saying I got 3 or 4 quotes from different companies who quote me between 6 and 8 months to get 10 sets made. Because again, it is booming. That is a long-term plan if you're going to buy that. Dartboards, there's so many dartboards out there. My advice would be if you can check one. Don't get one with round wires, get one with thin wire. Some call them razor wire, some call them sword wire, some call them edge wire. There's different ones out there. If you want to play it safe because you don't know which board, just get the one you've seen on the TV. It's going to be a Windmill Blade 6. It might be a Target Tor. It could even be a Unicorn on a rare occasion. But those are all pretty safe boards, I'd say. But they're not my favourite. So yeah, that's the thing. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Hopefully I've inspired you of something. But I'm going to end there for today. And as always, remember to throw first.